Strategic autonomy is about power politics. It's more pragmatic as well as it's more visible. A state has to be powerful to exercise strategic autonomy. A weaker state may choose to remain non-aligned. Indian leadership has demonstrated its ability to maintain its strategic autonomy over a period of time for national interests. In taking a neutral and a nuanced stance in the Russia-Ukraine war is another example of exercising strategic autonomy. Non-alignment was not assertive, non-assertive. Strategic autonomy is about power politics. It's more pragmatic as well as it's more visible. Strategic autonomy denotes the ability to pursue national interest and adopt foreign policy without being constrained. A state has to be powerful to exercise strategic autonomy. A weaker state may choose to remain non-aligned. The shift in India's diplomacy from being non-aligned to exercising of strategic autonomy has been a gradual process. The extraordinary changes in the past 2 decades have fundamentally transformed India's economy and society. These changes have created the possibility of India exercising its economic heft to play a major role in the emerging geopolitical milieu and, as brought out, maybe the leadership of the global south. The economic heft of a nation ultimately also reflects on its military capability. And it's on the economic strength of a nation and the military capability that diplomacy can succeed. Indian leadership has demonstrated its ability to maintain its strategic autonomy over a period of time for national interests. It's been a slow but a very steady journey. The series of nuclear tests in 1998, in the face of increasing pressure to exceed to that time what was being debated as a comprehensive test ban treaty, was a demonstration of actually exercising strategic autonomy. We took that decision in spite of knowing that we'll be under harsh, kind of technology denial regime and sanctions. And we were actually. This was a transitory phase in which India demonstrated its ability to take a decision independently, knowing fully well the consequences of that particular decision. 25 years later, in taking a neutral and a nuanced stance in the Russia-Ukraine war is another example of exercising strategic autonomy. In spite of the looming threats of sanctions based on CARSA, India went ahead with its purchase of S-400 as well as purchase of cheaper Russian crude. This time, the strategic autonomy was being exercised by a different nation, a stronger and more resilient India. There was also a greater understanding and acceptability of India's support on these issues.